vacancy. Watson Duke denies leaking audio tape. Jade Monkey is the first band to launch ahead of Tobago Carnival. And in sport, Tobago hosts its first martial arts tournament. Good evening, Tobago. I am Kristen Salandi. And welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 20th of June, 2023. On to our top story. Despite being locked into a heated local government elections in Trinidad, Prime Minister and political leader of the PNM spoke on a political platform in Calder Hall last night. He sought to prove his innocence in the vacancy of the chief administrator in the THA. Here is Candice Jackson with the details.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said he followed the law to ensure the chief administrator position was filled upon the previous holder's retirement. When he consulted with Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, the replacement was discussed and approved. However, Rowley discovered that the candidate was under investigation since November 2022, and he strongly believed Augustine knew about it.
It is the most senior person in the office of the Prime Minister in Tobago is to be put on a series of charges for misconduct based on an audit that Fali has, and Fali doesn't have the decency to let the Prime Minister know that or to even give him a copy of the report.
Assistant Secretary in the office of the Chief Secretary, Sitika Orr, refuted claims that Augustine knew about the allegations against the public officer, which eventually led to their suspension before meeting with the Prime Minister. However, Rowley said it wasn't possible for him to not know about it.
And if you have an audit report upon which you are acting, sufficient to remove the most senior public servant in Tobago and create this crisis in Tobago, then you must tell me that a report exists somewhere.
The chief administrator position has also been vacant for over a month. Rowley explained that at the same time the replacement was suspended, the deputy chairman of the Public Service Commission retired. A new one was appointed a week ago.
And I expect when I get back to Trinidad tomorrow or sometime during the week, a letter will come to me from the Service Commission, and depending on what the name is, who the person is, I will have to consult with the Chief Secretary.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister stated the blame game left him skeptical of any future interaction with the Chief Secretary and issued this warning.
Up to this point, I have spoken to him on the phone, we communicate on WhatsApp, and we sit down and talk. Telling you all from tonight, I'm having nothing to do with Fali unless there's a third party present.
I am Candice Jackson reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Staying with politics, Assemblyman Watson Duke denied allegations that he leaked the controversial audio recording. Last Friday, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine confirmed it was his voice in the recording discussing a strategy for hiring personal staff within the THA and using them to spread propaganda on social media. The recording was made a year ago, and Augustine denied acting on it. And he also accused Duke of sharing it with a businessman to use as blackmail to pressure the THA into paying outstanding arrears for contracts.
Well, frankly, Watson Solomon Duke did not leak any tape whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I did not even know that conversation existed. I never knew of it. I was totally unaware of it. And he cannot find me participating in such a conversation.
Stated that if such a conversation took place in his presence, he would have objected and shut down the conversation. He believed the details of the conversation were unethical and goes against good governance.
While on the campaign trail, he was talking about a whistleblower, some whistleblower legislation or policy. So is he now angry that someone blew the whistle? Whosoever that person is, that person should be given a Medal of Honor.
Based on the Chief Secretary's admission, Duke believes that the entire Executive Council must resign.
He himself admitted to planning it, but not executing it. But in the voice note, you hear him saying, yeah, we get some of them in already. So he will have to explain that to the popo, to the police.
Moving away from politics, Jade Monkey presented Faces of Tobago. They started off last year with a tribute to blacks with 3 sections. But for this year, they showcased aspects of the island. Faces of Tobago does not have to be human icons, but faces could be places of interest in Tobago, which were presented in 5 sections along Milford Road in Crown Point on Sunday night. Scores of patrons gathered in anticipation to experience the Faces of Tobago portrayal. The presentations reflected on Pigeon Point, Cocoa Plantation, Nyland Pool, Argyle Waterfall, and the Bird Sanctuary on the Little Tobago. The creativity and the story of each section displayed the richness of Tobago. Despite a successful launch, designer Ronnie McIntosh had few concerns.
Concern is getting to Tobago. Caribbean Airlines, the ferry, British Airways, American Airlines. My concern is that they're making it too hard to get here. Because right now, there's no airline tickets from Caribbean Airlines for October. In other words, you can decide to come to Tobago for Carnival in August. Because everything booked. So if they add in flights, add the flights now. You can't add the flights the week of Carnival. So stop making it hard for us to get here.
Tobago Carnival will be hosted from the 27th of October to the 29th. Both the PNM and the PDP participated in marches yesterday. Find out more when we come back after this break.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, 1/2 inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Put a smile on
Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
The Tobago Updates television news. Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. Assemblyman Watson Duke held a march on Labor Day in his constituency. It began at the Kings Bay Beach facility and ended at the Roxborough Jetty. Here is Janae Campbell with more details.
Duke and other despondent citizens were protesting several issues affecting the island.
This morning, we are marching for the promised Tobago autonomy. We are marching for employment. We are marching for the ex-gratia payment. We are marching for better salaries. We are marching for agricultural workers, CPEP workers, reforestation workers. We are marching for sons and daughters.
Meanwhile, a group of opposing protesters confronted the marchers. They claimed that Duke has neglected his electoral district of Roxborough-Argyle and the rest of Tobago. They rejected the PDP and the actions taken by Duke. One of the angry protesters said that Duke has sold out Tobago. They pledged their full support to the Chief Secretary and the other independents.
We are fully supporting Farley and friends. We, the jellyfish, will sting up that crapo team they have because they're only leaping from place to place, country to country, and doing nothing for his constituency.
However, Diane Frederick of Roxborough had different views.
Support this walk because Roxborough is being neglected. Roxborough is being victimized. And that's why I support this walk today. Because we want better wages. We want solid employment.
Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Tobago Council of the PNM joined forces with a group called the Concerned Citizens of Tobago to march through the streets of Scarborough yesterday. They protested against the governance of the Farley-Augustine-led administration and called for the removal of the entire Executive Council. Here is more in this report from senior reporter Candice Jackson.
Farley must go! Right now! Farley must go! Right now! Farley must go!
Chanting, they marched through the streets of an empty Scarborough on a Labor Day afternoon.
We are just about 100 persons.
Not quite as much as the political leader of the Tobago Council of the PNM, Ansel Dennis, stated. Instead, the participants amounted to approximately 60. The march was organized by the Concerned Citizens of Tobago. Public Relations Officer James Strim said they were unsatisfied with the governance of the Farley-Augustine-led THA administration.
We are saying to you, you promise us good governance. You promise us accountability. And all the promises that you have made to us, you have failed. It's 2.5 years, and we think it's time for you to pack up and go.
Meanwhile, another member, Selwyn Archer, was hurt by recent statements from Augustine.
Especially the one that hurt me most is when you're telling the workers are at war, and whosoever does certain things will send you.
Also joining in the march was Minority Leader Kelvin Morris, who condemned Augustine's recent admission that he was one of the voices recorded on the controversial audio clip.
So the act does not necessarily have to be completed, but once you would have planned, gathered, and started to put that action in train, that is conspiracy, and by that nature, the Chief Secretary is guilty, and he must go.
The audio tape has since attracted the attention of the police, and for that reason, Dennis supported a call for Augustine's resignation.
And as long as that investigation continues, we are saying as concerned citizens of Tobago, and I am saying as leader of the PNM, that all of them must resign with immediate effect.
Among the participants were MP for Tobago East, Ayanna Webster-Roy, and Senator Lawrence Hislop, along with several former PNM assemblymen such as Joel Jack and Godwin Adams. Other participants were prominent members of the PNM.
Right now, Farley must go! Right now, Farley must go! Right now!
I am Candace Jackson, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Minority Leader Kelvin Morris and Assemblyman Watson Duke want Chief Secretary Foley Augustin to resign until further notice while police investigate the audio recording. So we went into Scarborough today to find out, do you think the Chief Secretary should step down while the police investigate the audio recording? In this Tobago Says segment.
I like the positiveness between the man and the straightforwardness between the man. Now start the learning.
Politics in that.
Yes, they should step down. Step right down.
We want him there. Should not step down.
Find out about Tobago's first martial arts tournament when we return after the break.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Welcome to Limage Parfait Day Spa, your urban oasis and wellness center. Our services includes massages, treatments, facials, pedicures, weight management, detox programs, and much more. Call us today at 624-1452 or 720-7474. Trinidad locations and Bonacord, Tobago at 273-7772. Let us treat you like the VIP you are. Advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
October will never be better with Tobago carnival fever. Book your passage and come on over.
To the Tobago. Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Television News. Turning now to sport. The Martial Association of Tobago hosted its first Shotokan Spirit Warriors tournament at the Hope Community Center yesterday. Here are the details.
The tournament attracted just over 20 participants between the ages of 6 and 17. Sporting white and yellow stripes in the male and female 6 and under, Micaiah Grant took first place. Ethan Ramsden had to settle for second. In the males 7 to 9 wearing yellow and orange, Gerald David took the top prize. Aidan Ramsden and Aidan Cruikshank were second and third respectively. Meanwhile, in the female equivalent, Tanisha Job won the gold medal, while Shelby's Brown was second and Ilana Grant third. In the female yellow and orange 10 to 12 category, the top two participants were Kyra Jebeka and Ivana Dumas in that order. And finally, Gabrielle Gordon and Zyke Dumas took top honors in the 13 to 14 and 15 to 17 females combined. Sensi Leo Grant told Tobago Update Sports the tournament was aimed at revitalizing the martial arts in the Tobago space.
Our goal really is to be able to encourage and develop better citizens with good character so that we will be able to have a better nation.
Leo said martial arts develop the discipline and character of individuals. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Bethel United squandered a 2-goal cushion against UTT-FC in the Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League, Tier 2, at the Dwight York Stadium in Bacalet last Saturday. Here is more.
It was their fourth draw in as many matches. Bethel's Keon Melville converted from the penalty spot in the 17th minute, following a tentative opening from both teams. UTT responded through Dacian John in the 41st minute from close range after a right-sided cross eluded the Bethel goalkeeper. However, Bethel went into the half-time with a 2-1 lead as Keelan Murphy was on the end of a through ball, which he converted from close range. 2 minutes after the resumption, Bethel extended the advantage when a left-sided corner was met by Jokiah Leacock, who had an uncontested header into the back of the net. UTT kept probing, and John's diagonal run into the Bethel penalty area in the 81st minute was not tracked, and he had a free header near the post from a right-sided cross, which he buried. Bethel seemed to be playing for the final whistle, while UTT's Ricardo Castellano punished them by eluding 3 Bethel defenders to finish clinically past the goalie and earn a share of the points. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
We are about to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More news after this.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorns Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorns Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
In some community highlights, the Roxborough Police Youth Club held its annual Sports and Family Day on Sunday. This featured the official launch of their initiative, Project Tomorrow, which seeks to empower men to take a stand against domestic violence. The event was held in conjunction with Father's Day. Janae Campbell has more in this report.
Side with Daddy kick-started with a jaw-dropping display by the Trinidad and Tobago Paramilitary Police Youth Club. Additionally, the event saw a visit from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Mountain and Canine Branch. The crowd stood in awe as the canine unit showcased one of the animal's impressive capabilities in performing tricks.
Yes, come over. No.
However, the mountain unit stole the show with 4 majestic horses. There were bright smiles and outbursts of joy as children later had the opportunity to ride the horses. We spoke with Acting Commissioner of Police, Collis Hazel, leader and founder of the Roxborough Police Youth Club.
We are outside with Daddy today, and this initiative will bring together a host of families, fathers, and their children coming together to celebrate. This is all part of Project Tomorrow, where we hope to engage our young men, preparing them for tomorrow.
Meanwhile, President Tyreek Mahabal gave more insight into this project.
Basically, Project Tomorrow is about helping young men find themselves at an early age. And most times you find that in society nowadays, young men are the ones that are straying more than females.
We also spoke with one father, Percival Melville, who shared what being a father meant to him.
Being a father is a joy, a blessing. It's one of the greatest things that you can experience as a man, having kids to extend your family. And after having a bad day at work and coming home to some lovely kids to greet Daddy, that is a joy for me.
The event saw the participation of youth club members and the public. The afternoon was filled with lots of prizes to be won and saw people competing with high spirits. Aside from all the festivities, the president of the parent body, Laura Sandy Kwashi, delivered this message to fathers.
I'd like to tell all the fathers to take care of their children. Make sure that they train them up in the right way and that they follow their footsteps and have them walking with the Lord as well.
Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates News.
And finally, incarcerated fathers were not forgotten on Father's Day at the Scarborough Library. Tobago Library Services offer the imprisoned fathers Read Out Loud program, IFRAP, a chance to read a book to their children. IFRAP encourages detained fathers to interact with their families through books. Father's Day is a significant holiday that honors fathers and their contributions to society. The participants had the option to videotape themselves reading a book to their child. The audiobook and a copy of the book were given to the inmates' children on Father's Day, strengthening the father-child relationship. Unfortunately, the program had only one participant this year. We have come to the end of our Tobago Updates television newscast, but let's recap the headlines before we go. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he cannot be blamed for the chief administrator vacancy. Watson Duke denies leaking audio tape. Jade Monkey is the first band to launch ahead of Tobago Carnival. And in sport, Tobago hosts its first martial arts tournament. I am Kristen Salandi, thanking you for joining us and wishing you a good night.